German Chancellor Olaf Scholz is facing criticism for his slow reaction to remarks made by the Palestinian President Mahmoud Abbas during a visit to Berlin. Speaking at a press conference with the German Chancellor on Tuesday evening, Abbas said Israel had committed 50 Holocausts against Palestinians, sparking an outpouring of anger here in Germany. The Chancellor later said he was disgusted by the comments, but critics say he was too slow to respond.
It was this moment at the very end of the press conference that caused outrage.
Since
1947 to the present day, Israel has carried out 50 massacres in 50 Palestinian villages. 50 massacres, 50 Holocausts, and until today, every day, our people get killed by the Israeli army.
Germany's leading tabloid Bild called it a Holocaust scandal at the Chancellor's office. But it wasn't only Abbas' comment that sparked outrage. It was also this reaction from Olaf Scholz. The press conference was concluded as planned, with no visible attempt by Scholz to contradict Abbas. He should have told him to leave, tweeted Conservative opposition leader Friedrich Merz.
You shouldn't go into a press conference with Mr. Abbas without having thought before about provocations of this kind, which should be expected. And then you know that you have to react because it's Berlin, it's a German chancellor, and it's a German chancellery.
Amid growing pressure, Scholz responded with his own tweet.
For us Germans in particular, any relativization of the singularity of the Holocaust is intolerable and unacceptable.
During Wednesday's press conference, Scholz's spokesperson took the blame for the lack of immediate reaction and made it clear there would be consequences.
The German Chancellor expects the Palestinian President to recognize the singularity of the Holocaust without any qualification. His gaffe yesterday casts a dark shadow over Germany's relationship with the Palestinian Authority.
Mahmoud Abbas toned down his message in a new statement, but his Holocaust remarks have already strained German-Palestinian relations.
I asked DW political correspondent Simon Young about the reactions this controversial press conference has spurred in Germany.
Yeah, well, this whole incident has sparked a storm of reaction with even, for instance, the normally reticent former Chancellor Angela Merkel, who hasn't said much since he left office last year, condemning the remarks of the Palestinian president. But it's not just about his remarks. As you say, it's also about the slow reaction from Chancellor Scholz. And some people have called that, unprofessional. And there is this story that the Chancellor's media advisor effectively brought the press conference to an end before the Chancellor was about to say something. Well, that's fair enough. But I think the Chancellor of Germany ought to be responsible for his own actions. The leader of the opposition Christian Democrat Party has called it incomprehensible. He says that Abbas should not just have been contradicted, he should have been told to leave the Chancellery rather than being offered the handshake that Scholz immediately thereafter did offer him. And there have been some negative comments as well from Jewish leaders here and other opposition politicians. I think, you're seeing a lot of aftermath, a lot of broken porcelain, as they say, on the floor. And there's a lot of repair work for the German government to do. They have summoned the Palestinian representative in Berlin today and told him of the government's position on this.
Yeah, talking about broken porcelain, how do you think this will affect German-Palestinian relations?
Well, some politicians are saying that it's time to look again at the development funding for the Palestinian Authority. More than €1 billion has been promised from Germany, making it one of the biggest donors, if not the biggest. Some people are saying, Abbas supports terrorism. He's also a Holocaust denier. He's not the sort of person who should be in receipt of these kind of funds. It's fair to say in that press conference, Abbas was saying he hoped that Chancellor Scholz would soon visit Ramallah and the West Bank. Well, the Chancellor's press spokesman today was saying it's very hard to imagine that happening anytime in the foreseeable future.
DW political correspondent Simon Young, thanks so much.